What's up, guys? It's your boy Jalen here on another episode of Elevated Minds, and today's episode is going to be called Cheating is Never a Mistake. It never is a mistake. And I know this is going to be one of those ones that people are, what? It happens all the time. It accidentally happens. It accidentally slipped in. That's what people always say. But I'm telling you right now, it's never an accident. It's always intentional, because there's something that happens that causes cheating to happen. And I'm going to explain that in a minute. But the reason why I say that cheating is never a mistake is because usually there's some type of rift. There's something that's happening in the relationship that maybe one of the partners is not getting in the relationship, and they're either A, not comfortable or confident to speak about it, 2, they might not really know how to talk about it, or 3, they've tried to get that from the partner and they're not giving it to them. So those are some of the general reasons of why people cheat, and they kind of wonder. Sometimes they're not getting the attention, sometimes it might be sexual, they're not getting the sex that they want, or they're not feeling desire. There's all types of reasons why people cheat, but usually it starts with this one rift. There's usually a rift that happens, and then this is when eyes start to wander. This is when communication stops happening. This is when the polarity stops. This is when people stop being attracted to each other. And I'm telling you, when sex stops happening, when the touching, the physical, all that stuff, kissing, all that stops, you're basically roommates. You're not really, romantic partners. That's kind of one of the next things that makes you more intimate, is the touching, the feeling, and then the sharing, the opening up to each other, being vulnerable. You're showing sides to this person that you don't show to everyone else. This is the difference between a roommate and a lover or a partner or a romantic relationship. So we have to really take this into account. Cheating happens when something is not being met. Now, I'm going to say this. Sometimes people just cheat. There are some people in this world that just don't know how to not cheat. And that's a fact. There's some people in the world that can't be faithful in a relationship. They never had a relationship where they didn't cheat, or at least kind of entertain someone else, or have a side chick, side guy, whatever. Sometimes there's things like that happen, you know what I'm saying? And those types of people, I'm not going to talk about those, because they're just cheaters. Those are the people that are just going to always be this way. But I'm saying good people. I'm talking about good people that are actually trying to be faithful and all this stuff. It's not an accident when the cheating happens. You don't just, oh yeah, I accidentally texted this person. Oh yeah, I accidentally talked to them and got connected with them over a period of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, while I'm still married, while I'm still in a relationship with this person, while I'm breaking these boundaries, talking to this person. You see what I'm saying? This is how it starts, but that doesn't just accidentally happen. I accidentally was in the club, someone was grinding on me, and then they gave me their number and they told me to come over and come to their crib afterwards. It just accidentally slipped in. But what led you to that? Why were you there in the club without your partner? No, I'm not judging, but why were you there without your partner and then entertaining someone? If you're really happy in a relationship, and you're with the person that you really love and trust, you don't really want to betray their trust or hurt them. If this is your boundary, and their boundary is not to be all up on other women or men or whatever that might, the case might be. So my whole point is, that stuff doesn't happen on accident. There was something that happened. Maybe you were trying to, I've been trying to sleep with my girl for a couple of weeks, and she's not been giving me none, and so this other girl was throwing it at me, and then I went ahead and I did it, and that's what, it's not my fault. Well, what's the reason why your girl's not sleeping with you? Like, is there, that doesn't just happen out of nowhere. Let's cut it. Let's be real here. And I'm not saying that sometimes it's opposite and they're just doing it to withhold, because sometimes there's people that are malicious, but I'm saying let's look at it for what it is, because usually guys be lying about some things. When a woman just stops out of nowhere, usually there's something that the guy did. That's just point blank. That's the truth of it. Now, what is it that happened? Did you stop being a masculine man? Did you stop doing the things you were doing before? Did you become, weak? Were you overbearing, doing too much? Were you being overprotective, insecure? Or I'm not saying that this is the case, but a lot of times this is what happens. Or maybe she's not feeling it. Maybe you're not being intimate with her. Maybe you're not being emotional with her. You're not satisfying her emotional needs. If you can't do that, then a woman's not going to want to open her legs. That's just facts. So guys have to really look into that situation as well. Like, what caused that? really think about it instead of just looking for your, I'm not getting sex. Okay, why are you not? Let's, instead of just focusing on your ego and why you're bruised because you feel like your partner's not interested in you, why don't you actually dive into that? Why don't you talk to your partner? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you actually figure out what's going on? Cheating doesn't just happen. It just doesn't. There has to be a catalyst and a reason, something that happened, and then it led to the point of cheating. So, when it gets down to it, it's intentional. If you really think about it, cheating is intentional. It's not an accident. People can say whatever they want. Oh, guys, they're just being men, blah, blah, blah. They're going to cheat. No, but my whole point is, women or men, cheating is not an accident. It is not a mistake. It is intentional. Because if you really love this person, like you really love this person, you care about them, you trust them, you don't want to hurt them, you're not going to just cheat. You're going to try and figure out everything that you can do to rectify, to fix, to help your partner feel at ease, create some peace in the relationship. You're going to want to do that for the person that you really love. So maybe you don't really love that person. If you're able to just go out there and cheat, oh, I feel so bad. I mean, maybe you do feel bad after the fact. I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that you got caught. But the thing is, think about it. You deliberately go to their house or out with them on a date and then go back with them wherever they are, or you just so happen to take your clothes off and kiss on each other and then put it in and then like go at it, and then, oh, what am I doing? Like, you didn't stop in the middle, like you didn't stop before. You know what I'm saying? It's intentional. So my whole point of this whole episode is to have a healthy relationship and to avoid these types of things. Talk to your partner. Figure out and break up with them before you cheat. Don't cheat. Like, if you want to be with somebody else, be with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But if, some people have their different boundaries. Some people are in open relationships. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about people that are in strictly monogamous relationships. If this is you, then you need to really talk to your partner. Be open, be vulnerable. Figure out why they're acting certain ways, why they're withholding, why they're closed off. There's always a reason. And if they don't want to open up to you, and they never want to be open to you, then figure out if it's something that you're doing. And if it's not something that you're doing, then maybe it is them, and you need to remove yourself from someone that doesn't know how to be open with you, or doesn't know how to communicate with you and give you the things that you need in the relationship, so that the relationship can be happy and peaceful and harmonious and all these things. So this is why it's really important to have vulnerability, to have a good partner that can navigate it with you, because relationships aren't easy. Marriages aren't really easy. It's two separate people coming together for one purpose, and not everybody agrees on the same purpose. So that's why it's really important to pick people that have the same type of values. I say all this to say this: cheating is intentional. Cheating is not a mistake. So if you want to prevent something like this happening, whether it be you the person that's cheating, or you don't want your partner to cheat, be honest, be open, ask questions, figure out what's going on in their head. How can you make them feel more loved, more secure? If you need something from your partner, then tell them about it. Express that. If you have a person that you can't express things with, maybe they're not your person, and vice versa. You might not be their person if you feel some type of way about them expressing. So just wanted to say that. Make sure that you can take accountability. Take accountability for what happens in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's good or bad, and learn from everything that happens. If you are a cheater or have cheated, learn from that. You don't have to stay a cheater. They say once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't truly believe that. I do feel that people can change, but they have to want to change. They have to want to change. So anyways, thank y'all for watching. I'm going to end this episode now. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on all my social medias. It's going to be in the description box below. And let's get to it. We got more content coming your way. Thank y'all for watching. I love you guys, and stay elevated.